Hello, all. My name is Sahil and I'm a real estate consultant advisor. And this is the start of my new series where I'll be teaching about how to invest in real estate. So, this will be the episode 1. Previously, I have covered another series where I have told how wealth is destroyed in real estate. When a person is on their wealth creation journey, how it is destroyed and like what are the bad steps you take which destroys your wealth creation journey. So do check that out, that series. It has 19 videos, very informational, very unique way of understanding things. I have in depth covered every aspect of it, and I have given you the number one cause where middle class people lose their wealth. So now we have covered what not to do. So I'll be starting the series where I'll be first creating, educating you or informing you about the mindset. We live in a society where our mindset has not changed, especially for the middle class. I'll be creating videos and spreading more into how to invest in real estate so that you don't invest on someone's borrowed conviction and nobody can make a fool out of you, because if you know what you're doing, so you'll be sure about what you're doing. So starting this episode number 1, I'll be giving you 3 mindset changes for investment. In See, investing, creating wealth is a journey, is a long journey. So to be in successful in this journey, you have to be mindful of what you do. So number one thing which needs to be done here is to improve or upgrade your mindset about 3 things which I'll be talking about. So if we work on this in 2025, i'll I can guarantee you that this in the longer run will help you how to invest. This mindset is going to help you in investing and growing your wealth, creating that ideal wealth which everyone dreams of creating. So the number one mindset, number one issue is we are chasing a lot of liquidity. Everyone is talking about liquidity, and the mindset is liquidity is good, but is it actually? It might be good for someone, it might be good for a lot of people, but is it good for you, especially the middle class? If you belong to that 9 to 5 working population, is sorry, is liquidity a good thing for you? Is it going to help you create that wealth? So let's understand a little bit more. As I mean, this is a very new thing, and liquidity is a issue. I'll be making a separate video on this also. I'll just cover it, the basic. I'll go in depth with example explaining you how liquidity is bad for you. So the number one thing is, if you're a person who is a 9 to 5 job or belongs to middle class, lower middle class, middle class, or somewhat upper middle class also, is liquidity a good thing for you? Why? Because it is not, because generally middle class lacks the discipline which is to be invested in any asset for the longer run. I mean, wealth is created when you're invested in it for a long period of time. That's why real estate is one of the best ways to create wealth, because it's not liquid. That is the USP, which people think is the bad thing, but it's not, because if it's liquid, then you'll use it to buy a new iPhone, fund your international trip, or anything. There are a lot of things to spend your money on, and liquidity is one of the biggest reason that people are not able to create wealth, because In a click of a button, you'll get access to your funds, and which creates a lot of issues for you. This was never a problem for our previous generation, but today's generation, there are a lot of distraction. They didn't have a lot of distraction. So they were able to hold a lot of money, but they didn't know where to invest, how to invest. So that was a problem. Now we know we have the access of market on a click of a button, where we can grow a lot of our money, provide decent returns we are getting nowadays. But that liquidity is not able to, it's not helping you to create wealth. Cool. So second topic is distractions. We have a lot of distraction in our society. This is a mindset problem because distractions affects you from actually focusing on the right thing. Let me explain you a little bit more. The problem what I see is faces every couple of months or a quarter, there is new financial product is coming out. So couple of years ago, this is just for education, this is an example for your reference, not an advice, not anything. The thing came out which was REITs, and everyone was talking about REITs, and they said it is the best way to invest in properties, this is the best next thing. A lot of things were said. One creator created, then another, then another. Everyone was talking about REITs, and in 2 or 3 months, two, that's way too long. I'm saying 2 or 3 months. In 2 or 3 weeks, it died down. Then nobody is talking about REITs because that was a new product in the market and it was pushed towards you through the means of social media. So this is the one of the reason I say we have to stay away from distraction in terms of every new stock. Whenever you open a financial channel page, this every day there'll be something new coming. Invest in this, invest in this, invest in this. These are distraction. They are distracting you from the bigger picture. What is the bigger picture? To create wealth. How do you create wealth? To be consistent. You make a calculated, informed decision and stick to it for the longer period. Calculated, informed, knowledgeable decision. That is the key. You know what you're doing, you know how to do it, and you make a decision and you stick to it. The longer you stay, that's how you'll be able to create. That's why real estate works best, because you cannot sell it easily and you cannot get distracted. You, even though in real estate people will come and distract you, you bought something, sell it, we got a new thing, new project, they they stay for 2 to 3 years, they sell it, they go to a new project, stay for there, they sell it. This is also a very big distraction in real estate. If you're investing in real estate, as I have said previously, 15 years is the minimum period in any real estate. I personally believe it should be 50 years, but let's go for these bookish examples. 15 years is bare minimum you should be in particular project. If the asset is not performing, you cannot calculate those return in the shorter period. they need there needs to be a decade or two, more than a decade, to calculate those returns. Okay. So number third and the final mindset we need to change is the versus mindset. Now, what is happening? We are in a debate. There is, I don't know why we are. I think someone is forcing a lot of us or creating a scenario where in a debate of versus this versus this. We are always in a versus state. We are comparing Android versus Apple. We are comparing this political party versus this party. We are comparing share market with real estate. We're comparing man versus a woman. We're comparing north, south. We're comparing everything. India versus China. We're always in a constant war of versus. Why we are in a constant war of versus? Because it distracts you from the bigger picture. So you don't ask the bigger question. That's why you're made to believe you're in a constant versus state. That's why everyone wants you to be fighting this or that. Why not? I can have both. If I can afford it, if it's feasible for me, if it makes sense for me, then why not I buy an Android and buy an iPhone? Both. Why not? If I can afford it, why not? How can I afford it? If I upskill myself, grow my income, have multiple source of incomes, invest, a lot of things are there, and I'll have the funds to buy both. But we are constantly, you know, created in a situation where we'll be doing versus, so that we don't focus on the right thing and create wealth, and we'll be stuck there fighting in this. Why do we have to invest only in real estate or only in share market? Why not I invest both? Why don't I have a diverse balanced portfolio of maybe 70% mutual funds or share market or nifty or anything, and with 30% real estate, or vice versa? Or I have 20% this, 50% that, 20% another asset. It can be gold or bonds or antiques or paintings, or why not I diversify my investment in multiple things? So so to do share market, real estate, or in any other asset, the problem comes is that we are not able to afford all three of them, able to afford to invest in all three of them, or maybe four or five of them. So we are created in a distractive environment where we're doing versus. Why don't I focus on increasing my income, upskilling myself, creating multiple revenues of income, doing a lot more things, and increasing my income so much that I have a balanced, nice, healthy portfolio of shares, a nice portfolio of real estate, gold, physical gold, obviously, paintings, antiques. There are n numbers of things, maybe crypto, maybe not exactly. I mean, you're getting the point that we shouldn't be in the state of versus. We should be in a state where we'll be focusing on growing ourselves and, you know, getting, achieving all of this. Why not I get both Android and iPhone? Why not I go north, then south, then east, then west? Why not I see the whole world? Why I am stuck to believe that this is this or that? So if it makes sense to you, please do comment loving it. Or if it, if you have any questions or you have any input, do share them in your comment box. And uh, stay tuned for more upcoming informative educational videos, and see you next time. Bye.